Where is my limit? What is too much? At which point I have enough? And I mean this in a specific context of situations where we need to test ourselves. Jiu-Jitsu is a big art and sport and activity, hobby, however you want to slice this, where we continuously testing ourselves. We are testing ourselves within these uncomfortable positions. We're testing ourselves physically. We definitely testing ourselves mentally. And there's always that limit. The top bar is getting pushed a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. At least I hope it does. The moment it doesn't, I think we should start having a conversation. How can we challenge you more? We don't want to get bored. We don't want to hit plateaus, right? So as we're pushing these limits, at which point we say this is enough? And to be specific, I am not talking about point of, if somebody's choking me, let me see how far I can go before I pass out. Somebody's snapping my elbow with an arm lock, at which point my elbow is going to snap. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about specifically at these points of danger in as the situations are unfolding. At which point I am no longer comfortable. At which point I no longer am in charge. At which point this is risky. I should be moving out of here. And to be honest with you, there are many ways of testing things, but nothing really substitutes at the real life experience. And what I mean by this, putting yourself in the vulnerable positions really explores your mind and opens your mind to what could happen. And that experience really, by retaining that experience, if we find ourselves next time in the same position, the life is going to be much easier. Why? Because we are going to already have an anticipation what could happen. I already been here. I know what this feels like, the anxiety and the panic of this situation. So let's take a specific use case. Let's just say somebody's mounting us right on top, and they are sitting on top of our chest or on top of our stomach, right? And perhaps they're even putting their hands around our neck. If this was the first week or first month of your jiu-jitsu journey, your natural reaction would be, oh no, this is not good. Panic sets in. They are choking me. They're heavy. There's very close quarters here, and we getting into this panic zone. The anxiety sets in, and the problem with that is that the moment anxiety kicks in and adrenaline goes up, we cannot make rational decisions, which means our escapes or the process of escaping is not going to be as effective. Matter of the fact, if the anxiety is high, the process might not be even existent. How many times you find yourself in a spot where you know how to escape? However, the moment more real-like situation unfolds, you just forgot about it. You just forgot that option was even there. You forgot the steps. You forgot which way I'm supposed to turn. You're not even thinking. It's because the anxiety is taking over our mind, and we are unable to make clear decisions. So how do we define some of these limits, some of these boundaries, where we are no longer feel that anxiety? Well, I'll tell you, the best part is really, the best way of doing this is really putting yourself in those positions. So some of the more accomplished practitioners or students or some of the instructors, they've done this for so many years, so many times. They've been in these uncomfortable positions that honestly they know they're on top of me. That doesn't bother me. I'm going to evaluate the situation. Where is their weight? What are they trying to do? Where is their goal? Where are their hands? How is the weight distributed? Where's their balance? And based on these triggers, they will execute a motion which will bring them out of that compromised position. But see, they wouldn't be able to make those decisions if the pressure of anxiety and the pressure of adrenaline was taking over some of that clear thinking. So, as you're starting your jiu-jitsu journey, or as you're going through the jiu-jitsu journey, I'm going to encourage you to really put yourself in these positions. And it's very difficult because sometimes we don't want to lose. But until we lose, we really don't know what's going to happen. We can't predict. We can't even visualize some of those situations. So, somebody told me a while back, you win, you learn. But you lose, you learn probably 10 times more. And that second one will stick with you for a while. Keep on training. Peace.